Welcome back. Another episode of Casey Campbell's Videocast right now. Casey Campbell here with Great Lakes Post, and we are now joined by Justin Haley, the driver of the number 11 Leaf Filter Gutter Protection Chevrolet for Kaulig Racing, of course, who won earlier this year at Talladega. Hello, Justin.
How are you?
I'm doing well. So we're going back to Talladega. Of course, you won there earlier this year. You seem to do pretty well at these super speedway tracks. What do you like about them, and how have you been so successful at
Well, it's just a lot of thinking, a lot of brain power you got to use. There's a lot more that is going on, right? If you go to a normal racetrack, you almost have to be hyper focused to not mess up, right? You got to hit your marks and lift at a certain area. When you go to a super speedway, it takes all the driver talent, but it takes that hyper focus away, and you focus in all your mental capacity on something else, right? You're not trying to drive the car. Driving the car is you're just doing it, right? Like, it's just, you put it in the back of your mind, you're just driving the car, and there's so much more going on in your brain other than just driving the car. So most tracks, driving the car comes first, but at a super speedway, driving the car comes second, and then your brain kicks in. What are you going to do? And then after your brain kicks in and tells you what you're going to do, then you got to go back to driving the car and get there. So you just got to be really methodical. And luckily, I've been with a few great teams that have had really fast super speedway stuff and been able to take advantage of that.
Of course, the Kaulig cars seem to do well at these racetracks. Of course, you and your teammate Ross Chastain and you get AJ Allmendinger with you guys this weekend. What is with you guys and working with teammates? And I'm sure the three of you have talked about this upcoming race, about trying to see if you guys can work together or something.
Yeah, for sure. We had lunch today just talking about a plan. And the thing is we've done it too many times now. So we got to be different. We got to figure out how to leapfrog everyone, because everyone's tired of what we're doing. And they want to join in. They're sending us texts or calling us, how can we join? And we're not letting anyone in. It's just us three. So we're just trying to be unpredictable, right? And we're trying to get ahead of everyone and try to figure out what is best to catch them all off guard and control these races. And especially now in the playoffs, I need a little bit of help. Not a lot of help, but a little bit of help in the playoff grid wouldn't hurt. And Ross needs a good bit of help. So he's all on board to helping us and figuring out how he can get up in there and, maybe steal some stage points from some guys and things like that. So, no, we're looking forward to it. We're going to work together like we always have. And Kaulig Racing obviously has three really fast Chevrolets that we bring each week. And we've just been able to take advantage of it. Like, honestly, they were talking today about, what we did at Daytona. And we're like, well, it just kind of happened that way. It's not like everyone's like, man, it's almost like you guys communicate, we just all hang out enough. We all know each other enough that we pretty much know what each other is going to do, and we can work together. So we predict what each other are going to do, but trying to be unpredictable to the field is the key now.
Yeah. So of course we're in the playoffs now. How do you think your race went in Vegas for you?
Not very good at all. It was not good. We talked about that a good bit today and yesterday, trying to figure out what happened and why we were so bad. So, we finished 10th, but we've been a lot better than the 10th place car here recently. And a 10th place car is not what we're looking for, especially being fifth in points. You're not going to stay fifth in points if you're running 10th. So we figured out what the issue was, and there was a problem. And we're going to fix that. So we got a few weeks here, Talladega, obviously, and then the Roval, and then we're back to mile and a half racing in the round of 8 if we make it there. So keep chipping away at it. I mean, it wasn't the best race, but it could have done a lot worse, right? I mean, it was a good points day, but not great by any means.
Yeah. When we go back mile and a half racing, there was some little bit of a schedule change announced yesterday with Kansas. Instead of it being a day race, it's actually going to be nighttime racing. It can be in there. So, Justin, what are your thoughts on that, from Kansas going to a day race to a night race? And what's the big adjustment with that, especially with no practice and qualifying?
Yeah. I haven't heard that. I mean, I'm not really big on social media, so I probably would have figured out the week of the race, um, just because that's the kind of guy I am. But no, I like night racing. I love night racing. There's nothing wrong with night racing. I wish we night raced every week. I wish we were racing Friday nights every week. That'd be about my dream situation. But um, no, I think it's good. I think Kansas is a 2-lane racetrack, 3-lane racetrack. It's a little different, and I like it. So I think I ran an ARCA race there during the night, and maybe the truck race. They're normally towards the evenings as well. So no, I mean, it's not going to change anything except for the time we get home that night.
Yeah. You kind of mentioned it a little bit there. You're not a big social media guy, and you kind of talked about it during the media day, and it really stuck out to me. What kind of stuck out to me was that you didn't want to be a race car driver just because just because to be famous. Um, why did you want to do this in the first place? What kind of got you into that? And you just want to race. That's how. Is that kind of what you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to be a race car driver, right? Like when I signed up to be a race car driver when I was 9 or 10, they didn't, social media wasn't that big and wasn't that big of a deal, right? And then you start racing and sponsors and everything kind of grows and the world grows and the world of social media grows. And, they're like, hey, you got to be more present on social media. Sorry about that. You got to be more present on social media and you got to, be more out there. I'm like, well, that's not really my style. And we actually went back and forth a little while between my people and me and how we were going to figure that out. And I really don't think they're still happy, but I'm happy where I'm at. So that's all that matters.
That's good, man. There's a lot of stuff, especially today. There's just a lot. Just a lot
Yeah.
going on there. So
yeah, no, I tell everyone the day I stop racing is the day I'm going to chuck my phone away and go live in a mountain somewhere.
nice.
Right in a cave.
Nice. You talk about this big weekend here, at Talladega. You won there last time we were there. What would it mean to get a big win like this, especially now to get into the round of eight and have that security when we head to the Roval next week?
Just still prove my point, right? Like I'm still trying to prove myself and trying to get everything finalized for next year. Just keep proving my point. Obviously, it's super speedways. We've had really good runs at other racetracks. I mean, it's not like it's just like the super speedways we were, running good on, right? We run good pretty much every week. So, I don't know. I've got 2 Talladega trophies sitting up there, so the third won't hurt.
Yeah, the next question you kind of mentioned there, the talks next year, how are those going? And do you know are we anywhere closer about maybe you announcing something what your plans are for 21?
I don't think we're closer, but I've got several options, several race winning teams that have reached out to me in the recent weeks. And seems like there's a lot of people that want me. So, still just trying to do my job over at Colleague, but I got a lot of offers, and trying to weigh those offers has been, it's just part of it. So I'm really blessed and fortunate to be getting the calls I'm getting, and just got to see how it plays out.
All right. Justin Haley, thank you so much for coming on. Good luck this weekend at Talladega. We'll talk to you later on in the year, bud.
Awesome. Thank you.